We want to inflict psychic damage with words.
No, absolutely not. Not a chance.
You don't even know what the word is.
I have a pretty good guess.
And your guess would, as usual, be wrong. Let us inflict psychic damage.
No, but I will let you read the line.
Fine. You're no fun. Welcome to the High and Low Whiz podcast, where the smartest people you've ever met are the dumbest people you've ever known. Butthole. That was the word.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the High and Low Whiz podcast, where we are all a little thick of brain and dumb of ass. I'm Nick Davis, pronouns they, them, the omnipotent super god of the plane of existence this game happens on. With me, as always, are the actual power behind my throne. Can you all please go around and introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Alice, she, her. I play Lorelei Nix, the bunny folk slayer. No gods, no masters.
I'm Michael Sayre, he, him. I play Taku, he who was twice born, he who is blood, he who is fire, he who is of the earth, he who is older than his own being, and he who has decided that Rosmo now belongs to him, which we'll get into later.
Wait, belongs to?
Belongs to.
Hey, this is Dean. I play Rosmo. The pronouns are he, him. I'm a little dwarf. And I'm a turncloak, but I really don't get a chance to betray people that much. Anyway, men are entitled to the sword of their own brow. Ayn Rand was right, and that is the opinion of this whole podcast.
No, absolutely not. Get fucked.
I'll help with the trebuchet. You load him on, Alice.
Well, it was great while it lasted, everybody.
You know, Taku, if you need a new minion, I'm right here.
It's looking that way, but I feel like you have another goddess you worship before me, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, there are so many of them.
Speaking of...
Hi, my name's Onna, pronouns they, them, and I play Daphne Cinderhoof, the fawn arsonist. And yeah, fuck off, Iimish is mine. I mean, no, Daphne is the second coming of the Great Flame, yeah, and she's Glitterfire.
Hello, everyone. My name's Benny Arndt, pronouns he, him. I play Iimish Eamon Hornigold, the quarter leprechaun barbarian, and nothing Onna said was incorrect.
Intros out of the way, let's do a little review on the last episode. In the last episode, you all fought a really pissed off cursed tree.
As I remember it, I was trying to make an offering to an ancient tree that had been worshipped in this area since time immemorial. And then Iimish and Daphne went completely off the books, started attacking me, attacking the tree.
I think we're pretty on the books.
What you did was you fought a Trissy. You fought the Trissy.
Of conflict that had arisen at the realization that I could not reconcile the differences between this ancient deific being of nature and my two friends who I loved so much. I did the only thing I could to bring an ending to the horrible, misbegotten conflict. And joining Pipesy unto me, the tree, myself, and Pipesy were all consumed in a great and purifying flame and rejoined as a singular being. And that being's first act was to forgive you traitorous bastards.
Was it? Because I feel like forgiveness doesn't equal
Also,
like
we're
this
the traitors who were
diatribe.
healing the literal enemy that was trying to fucking eat us.
And we miss Pipesy
Now
the
that we're
most.
done editorializing, the episode was you guys fighting a Trissy. At the end of the confrontation, Taku put his own existence on the line to put the tree spirit to rest. It paid off as the flame blast from Daphne's scroll of fire magic burned away the tree itself. Taku's fire spirit, Pipesy, and the spirit of this tree, whose name, by the way, was Esdorn, as Taku now knows, they all joined together inside of Taku's body, forming one now truly unique Gator. Getting into the nitty-gritty of what this means for Taku, your new bark skin means that you will always have 2 armor or greater, and that you can use your spell slots to cast a powerful fire shield. On a hit, you'll absorb a blast of fire, completely negating the damage. On a mixed success, you can reduce fire damage by half. A miss will make it significantly worse. That'll make sense to you?
I've just realized that my name is no longer Taku. As the fusion of Taku, Pipesy, and Esdorn, the only thing that makes sense is that from now on, I am Toxidorn.
I like that.
Can we just call you Toxie?
All right, where you guys are now, you are all in the center of this now flourishing grove. All of the energy that Esdorn released when his body was destroyed. Taku, your vision briefly returns to the vision that you'd had when trying to commune with Esdorn. You're experiencing life from its point of view right now. You see through its senses. It's not vision the way you know it, but you can see and kind of sense what's happening around you. In the beginning, you're in some soft, healthy soil inside of a canvas bag. The woman who's cared for you up to this point, she planted the acorn that you grew from into the ground. And when you were a little above the line of the soil, she scooped you up and she brought you inside. You're bigger now. You're close to a foot off the ground. She talks about how she's going to show him. She's going to show them all. They're all going to be sorry.
Yeah, they are.
And she places a few more items into another bag near you. A heart. You can't tell what kind of animal it was from. Bones tied into a little charm. A pair of metal rings bound together on a chain. She sets you on top of that bag, pulls that bag tight around yours, says a few words over them. You don't know what they mean. They're in a language that you can't understand, which is odd because you understand a lot of languages. But you suddenly feel unspeakably angry.
Mama giving me the tools to get things done.
Yes, you feel angry and you feel hungry. She picks up some of the scraps from whatever she had butchered to get the heart. She sets them in the soil next to you, and as the blood leaches out from them, you feel that hunger sated for a moment, but just a brief moment. Then she carries you out to the grove that you recognize. And she digs a hole. She drops in the bag and she places a few scoops of earth on top of it. And she pulls the canvas off of you, sets you into the hole, and packs some more earth around you. She tells you, grow big and strong. Soon, they won't have any choice but to pay in blood to be safe from you.
Yeah.
And you reach out to the treants in this grove, these small, lesser tree spirits, and you push your will onto them. These woods will be a place of worship to you, and by extension, to her. First off, Taku, whichever of your drives is the least important to you, discard it. Change it to dominance. You'll force those who've betrayed nature to bend to your will or break in the process.
Okay, so I'm going to take dominance, coerce someone through threats and violence, and replace that with dominance.
Yeah, that whole back bit that you just gave him, like, yeah, that sounds totally benign and not cruel or vicious or diabolical at all.
Not at all. No.
You took our one hippie and corrupted them.
I did no such
you?
thing. He corrupted himself.
That's fair. Also,
That's not how I remember it.
Hey, Taku, how you feeling, bud?
We are fine. It's weird that you would ask.
Interesting. The party as a whole, the four of you who aren't a bark-skinned gator-born with little licks of flame in between the scales, all witnessed the blast of fire engulf the tree. You witnessed the change to Taku. And you see this new, slightly bigger, bark-skinned Taku. How's everyone else doing?
Daphne goes up and touches the fire. Just poke between your scales. Ooh!
Okay, so when Daphne touches one of the little sparks of fire on my body, it like responds to her touch, and I kind of shiver, and all of the flames separate out from my scales until there is another completely formed of fire Gatorborn standing next to me, and he winks at Daphne and does the Pipesy flex.
Yeah, Daphne's, with her fire retardant clothes and partial immunity to fire, is going to hug Pipesy.
I like that.
Man, what have you been feeding Pipesy there? Oats, maybe?
I suspect cursed fire tree. But,
Pipesy like mimes. He's like, it's either a tree or Jessica Rabbit, and then lifts it up and like mimes devouring the whole thing.
I'm gonna choose to believe it was the tree and not the rabbit. But looking strong, Pipesy.
to be fair, I trusted Pipesy more before this.
Smart.
Oh, speaking of Iimish, Daphne's gonna make sure Iimish isn't on her shoulders before she hugs Pipesy. So if she is, she's kind of just gonna shake you off and run.
He was just dropping to the ground and watching in deep envy as Daphne hugs Pipesy.
Actually, exactly that. But I think Iimish was actually surprised that he got shaken off, and so like just kind of hit the ground like woof. And it was the full-on like spread eagle, all limbs, and then just like looking up from the ground as his person is hugging the new Pipesy, which he does not trust.
He didn't get naked to fight the tree,
No, he
did he? Okay.
No, that's weird, dude.
Why is that weird?
Is it weird?
That just happens on its
Given
own.
Iimish's history.
You do wear a kilt and no underwear.
That's just how you wear a
I mean,
kilt.
You wear
all
a
of
kilt
that
with no
part's
underwear.
fine, but like
You
Iimish
are-
does not
of course you
climb on
flashed everybody.
Daphne
Did you
naked.
get naked, cover yourself in butter, and dive into a bunch of popcorn one time?
He draws a line somewhere. He has so few lines. Don't judge him when he finally finds one.
I'm glad he has some lines.
That's fair and valid. How's everyone else coping?
So is this like that episode of Voyager with like Tuvix, and you have to get him to like a transporter to like separate them out again? But it's like killing a person, but you're actually kind of saving 3 people who were originally different people, but now they're one person, even though they have their own autonomy.
Wow.
I think with that, Marianne walks into the clearing and looks at you, Rosmo, and just goes, "What the fuck are you on
Voyager, it's a
about?"
very good episode of Star Trek.
Never heard of her.
Lorelei just looks at Rosmo confused.
It's a
like,
play in Hatton. Never mind. I guess only a city dwarf would get it. So are you still Taku? Are you like a weird tree thing now? Are you all bark and no bite? What's going on?
Yeah, what the hell's going on with that?
Takadorn breathes in, and as he breathes in, he pulls the Pipesy flames back into himself. They simmer once more beneath his bark-like scales, and then Toxidorn turns to Rosmo and just kind of kneels down and says, "What I am does not matter, but what you should know is that all is forgiven, and I represent a new dawn for you. Together, we shall plant seeds that will grow beyond anything you have ever destroyed and raise you to a level of greatness that only someone of your great charisma and unscrupulous untrustworthiness."
Look, I'm very flattered, but I just don't shake that branch, if you know what I mean.
It's not about what you want. It's about what you shall become.
Oh, no, I'm a big believer in agency, so this is getting a little uncomfortable for me. Are you still talking?
Don't worry, give
or
it
are you
time.
Some, like, weird... Okay, that's creepy.
Yeah,
Lorelei, save me.
As Rosmo goes to walk away, Toxidorn actually takes a little bit of the bark on his nails and the fire and pats Rosmo on the shoulder. And as he does, it forms into a breastplate to gird Rosmo from harm.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better than being stabbed, I guess.
It's like a way nicer version of the life jacket.
It's a little tight, but I'll take it, I guess.
No, it's good. It's good. It looks nice. Like real trim. Like very polished.
I'm trying to spin it positively, but
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid it won't go away.
I mean, you'll be fine.
So does this give me some sort of metaphysical gaming mechanic where I have an increased amount of armor?
Yeah, what was your armor before? Because it's 2 now.
Oh, great, it's 2. It was 1, now it's 2. I'll put that down. Cool tree bark armor.
We'll carve in some pinstripes.
I mean, you are looking mighty flammable.
I mean, if it's made by Toxidorn, like, it's probably reasonably flammable proof-ish.
Yeah, I assume it's like flame resistant.
He's only partially flame-proof himself.
66% of me has never done anything but help the rest of you.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
No, even as Taku, you were healing the fucking thing that was trying to eat us.
I was trying to save everyone.
You did.
I walk up and like kick his shin for a second and then run up his tail and like start pulling on his ears and checking his teeth. So how much of you is still in there? That's what I'm curious about.
40% Taku, 20% Aerodorn, 10% Pipesy, 5% concentrated power of will.
God damn it, Dean.
As Iimish is like running around on Taku, Taku's like bark actually kind of like gently flows to make sure that Iimish's feet never land on a fiery seam.
Aww.
Somehow there's always a full scale there. And by the time Iimish gets up to Taku's shoulders, like little roots actually form a little like chair for him with a seat back and a footrest and everything.
I like that.
But I'm still asking here though, like how much of you is still in you? Like, do you remember all our conversations and whatnot?
All of me is here. There's just more of me here.
As you're standing there parsing that comment you just made, Taku, you're realizing that you're witnessing the fight that you just had in your memories from 3 different perspectives: yours, Pipesy's, and Esdorn's. you can remember all three experiences, and they are clearly separate and distinct and delineated separate from one another. You can tell where each of the current three parts of you start and end, but everything going forward from the moment you fused is one consciousness, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Cool. Is there any other business that you guys want to handle in this clearing while you're here?
All right. This Neo Taku seems more helpful, so...
Nobody died, which is great.
Well...
I mean, it was just kind of like reborn.
I feel like that's a metaphysical death and rebirth of the self, so there was a death involved.
I disagree. Moving on. We made this place, like, pretty and shit, and a lot better than it was when we got here.
See, that's the way to look at it, because you know what? We actually did remove the curse from this place, because we put it into our friend, and it's no longer in the location.
Yeah, it's great. We have a mobile curse platform.
Iimish, with the exact combination of words that you just said, Iimish, I would like you to roll plus wisdom, please.
Oh, dear God. Which, of course, is you. No, that's not so good. 5 natural, 6 total.
Hey, you know what? We need experience.
6 total. Mark experience. Woot. Honestly, it looks great. Everything looks good to you.
This place looks so amazing. I'm so happy that my friend that I actually really liked has been turned into whatever this is. I'm not concerned at all.
Okay, how does everything look good, though?
Rosmo, unless you want to roll some dice, everything looks great.
I'm going to roll some dice.
Sure.
What is this, wisdom you said?
Yeah, roll wisdom, based on what Iimish said.
I also failed. This place looks great.
Cool. Yeah, looks great.
I want to try as well, because Daphne's used to fake trickery bullshit.
Yeah, sure.
Using my spicy new dice.
Lorelei is taking this at face value.
Uh-huh.
Like, Taku does not seem disturbed. We've made things better. Clearly we've been successful. Like, why is everyone so
When has
sus?
Taku ever seemed disturbed?
You know, things aren't stabbing us.
That's a 7 minus 1.
Mark experience.
That's a failure.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, looks great. It looks great, you guys.
I have new dice, and I purposely picked them because I rolled snake eyes. Enjoy, friends.
We were so bad at recognizing what has happened to our friend.
We are really living up to the name of the show.
We really
right
are.
now.
I almost want to roll wisdom.
Your friend looks fine. Like, legitimately, Taku looks fine.
As we all prepare to leave, I'm gonna do one last thing in this grove, and I'm going to use my elemental mastery over wood, which I take a -1 on because I have another effect going to protect little Rosmo there.
You have a mastery of
Every
wood?
night.
I do.
He is the master of wood.
And so that is an 11 minus 1 is 10.
Still a full success.
And I thrust my hands into the luscious, loamy, revitalizing earth, and springing up all around me in this area are coffee plants. And these bushes actually bear the exact kind of coffee bean that Rosmo made extinct. So I complete Rosmo's redemption in this moment.
Why were all the coffee plants of a particular bean in a coffee hut?
Because it was their special proprietary, we don't need to have this. We've moved on. We're past this. And like a bunch of the bushes are flourishing and rolling outwards. And then I take the first one, and the fire from my hands dashes out and instantly like sears and seals all of the beans. And as I scoop them up into a little baggie made of like leaves and whatnot that I just kind of form out of these surrounding bushes and tuck it in, I then take some of those beans, put them in a little can, fill it up with some water, and I start heating it, and I tell Iimish, where he's hanging out on my shoulder, this is going to be the best coffee you've ever had. Just give it a little time. And then I start like getting ready to head out, wondering why everybody's giving me that weird look.
Lorelei's not giving you a weird look. This is fine. This is what shit like this happens.
As you guys are leaving the grove, Marianne walks up to you, Taku, and she says, "Wow, it seems like that whole grove was just full of character growth and redemption between you and Rosmo. Then, huh? Just nothing but good vibes."
Just to be clear, so since my soul is fully awakened, I have the issues with metal and things like that. I can see and hear elemental spirits, and they can see and hear me, which was always kind of true before. Typically, they leave people alone unless threatened, endangered, or obsessed. I get bonuses to parlaying with elemental spirits of any of the types that are associated with me, and any of the ones that are of my opposed elements might seek to harm me or otherwise let me know. Does my increased spiritual awareness give me any new vibes on our employer, who up to this point I have had nothing but trust and respect for?
Roll wisdom.
How did any of that apply to what you asked?
We're doing really good at that tonight.
Look, I don't know what
Mike's
she is.
just covering
right?
his
Clearly
bases.
there
No.
is something about her that everybody
what
else
she
is all
is.
triggered
Mike's
by,
using a new
and
playbook
I'm
to
not.
try and suss some shit out.
Daphne
and
has
that makes
told the group
sense.
she's a hag, though.
She's not an elemental. That's why I'm asking for a roll.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right.
And you said wisdom, right?
Wisdom.
So that is a 10 total.
10 total. Onna, what did you say before I launch into what I said? What were you saying? I couldn't.
So we know what she is. When we were doing the confrontation before, because we were listening to episodes over and over and over again. She's a hag, and Daphne's said that loudly to Iimish with the entire party around. So Taku should know she's a hag.
I don't know why you keep saying such mean things about her. She's only paid us and been perfectly nice the entire time.
He's wise, but he's stupid. Got it. I forgot.
Yeah, remember, I'm literally the opposite of the podcast. I'm high whiz,
true.
low int.
Iimish slides off the throne that Taku presented for him and goes and rejoins Daphne at that point.
I hand you the coffee as you go.
As you're looking down at Marianne, because she's significantly smaller than you, you start seeing some things that don't quite clock with what you know of standard humanoids. For a second, you're kind of just looking out of the corner of your eye, and her skin looks dark, like the color of mud combined with soot. Dirty, long, coarse hair all over her. And you turn your head to make that make sense, and you see Marianne as you've seen her, and kind of push that feeling down for a second. She also looked enormously taller than... What? She was taller than you for a second out of the corner of your eye. And again, when you look at her, she looks like she's always looked. So how does that make sense?
Taku, who does not have eyebrows, forms one out of flame for the sole purpose of raising it in surprise and consternation.
I love that.
So you guys get out of the grove and you start wandering back down this road. Previously, it was a cobbled road, and the woods on either side of it were flat dead. As of now, it's not a swamp, but it's a almost kind of a jungle. Really thick, verdant, leafy trees. The humidity is starting to come back, but it's not fully there yet. And a little further off into the wilderness, off of the road, you can see the moisture saturating back into the ground. This is going to be a swamp again before too long, but it's not yet. You guys turn back onto the road, the direction that you were heading before, and Rockey is walking with Marianne, and just kind of says, I mean, it's just down this road a little ways, another half hour, 45 minutes. We'll be back home. I'll be back home. And Marianne just kind of gives him a little pat on the back and just kind of cheers for him, and he starts running off ahead down the road, still in line of sight of you guys, but very excited to be getting home soon.
As Marianne pats him on the back, Taku leans over to Iimish and is like, so wait, a hag is like a type of fae monster?
I already rejoined Daphne, so you're leaning towards both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shuffle along.
No. I've walked up to you. I'm leaning.
Sure.
Look, one of the two of you is gonna have the answer to this question, and you're riding on her, which means you're closer. No answer? Anybody?
Come again, what was the question?
So a hag is a type of fae monster?
That doesn't sound quite right. So I'm actually not certain how to answer it.
Are you looking for what your player knows about hag, or what your character knows about hags, or what you, the player, want to say about hags?
What me, the player, knows about hags, so that I can convey things properly to Talk, Kenzie, or whatever they've renamed themselves.
Toxidorn.
I kind of like Takenzie, though.
Iimish would know offhand that hags are humanoid monsters. They are the general size of, the general shape, the construction of a humanoid. 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, a torso. They are...
Featherless biped, yeah.
Exactly. Behold the man. Shape-changing is easily in their profile, as is just appearing as something different.
Standard fake glamour.
Absolutely. Their true forms are absolutely monstrous, and not many people who see it live to tell the tale.
Okay. In my head, I'm picturing their true form as kind of like the hag from Legend that attacked Tom Cruise, if that tracks.
Similar, yeah.
So Iimish is just like, so here's the thing. Taku? Are you still Taku?
Uh-huh. Close enough.
Okay, so here's the thing, Taku. Hags, they look basically like people, but they're inherently monstrous a bit, and like in their true form, which they can hide casually, with the greatest of ease. They're a bit larger, probably a little hunkered, you know, that kind of thing.
Coarse, dirty hair, maybe even taller than me.
Oh yeah, probably taller than you, and usually a bit dirty. They're not big on bathing and the like.
I mean, who is, right?
I am. I like being clean.
Baths are a delight.
Yeah, you get a real cockeyed look from Iimish also, like, Iimish is into baths.
So I find myself with a new concern, which is that we have a responsibility to the tiny acolyte, and I am starting to be concerned that perhaps our employer is not someone we should be leading to a child's home.
Pardon me, who's the tiny acolyte?
Yeah, it's the little human who belongs to us.
Oh, Rockey. All right, I was just making sure you weren't talking about me.
I don't think he belongs to us. Dean, I think you might be muted.
No, I'm just mouthing the words in disbelief.
Okay. I couldn't tell. I just wanted to make sure.
I thought he was too.
I distinctly remember us getting him in a fair trade. I have at least 2 solid memories.
Oh, that's
of
right.
That event.
You've got this whole thing about ownership of people.
Well, just in the metaphysical, spiritual, and possibly bindingly fey legal sense, not in like a more upsetting sense.
Mike and Benny both, I'm going to ask you guys an honest question and answer the way you wish. I will not take offense either way. Are either of you trying to not say this loud enough that Marianne will hear you, or are you just talking at normal conversation volume?
Iimish distinctly would not be.
I intentionally hung back and did one of the most discreet things Taku has ever done by raising a hand to put it between. It was very it only covers yay so much of his mouth because there's a lot of mouth.
And Iimish might as well have been singing karaoke, because I don't. I say I. Iimish would not look at it as offensive. Like, Iimish is just talking about hags as they are from his knowledge of them. Being of the Fey courts and everything, like, that just makes sense to him. Mm-hmm. Like, he didn't say anything mean or derogatory. He said only accurate
Dwarves
statements.
Are short, less than charismatic, smelly creatures
I didn't go that far. I was nowhere near that far. I didn't pass judgment.
I'll have you know, dwarves invented soap. So take that to heart.
Did they?
They did now.
Well, they came home from a hard day at the mines, and their wives weren't about that shit.
Look, at the bare minimum, Rosmo believes it's true and just stated it. So.
God damn it, that's canon.
I feel like Rosmo's mom is probably like an artisan like soap maker. Like, she makes the bougie shit.
Yeah, she sells it on Etsy.
You guys are not far from the village, but I would like whoever is taking point to roll an encounter check, please.
Me, please.
That totally tracks, because we all like backtracked and started having this conversation.
Together.
Yeah.
6.
6. Let me look at my chart real quick.
What do your bunny eyes see, Lorelei?
Yeah, Lorelei has sort of like bounded on ahead. She's trying to like keep pace with Rockey so that a small child is not running off through, the jungle alone.
This is like his backyard. He's
In
fine.
fairness, he's not alone. Marianne is.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lorelei has lived in a place where the backyard is not fine. Distinctly not fine. So she's just being careful. She also has 11 of 20 health, so she's having a day.
Daphne has 7 health and 0 mana, and No fucks. She needs to go take a rest.
Holy
She's like
shit.
bloody.
You're dying.
We're
You're
fine.
dead. You got a foot in the river right now.
So as you guys are wandering across this road through what is rapidly becoming a swamp, you come up over the top of a hill, and in the near distance, you can see a small village. It's ringed in by a circular palisade wall, so it's just a wooden wall ringing this town. It's a straight shot down the hill from where you guys are. However, at the top of the hill, Lorelei, as you are cresting it, you see a skeletal hand reaching up out of what would have been that very dry, desiccated wood.
Oh no.
Not moving or anything, it's just a skeletal hand.
Oh, bounding on over to look at that. Ooh, does she resist the urge to high-five it?
Probably not.
With that wisdom score, no.
No,
Do I roll for that? Is that like a...
that's a character choice for sure.
Yeah.
Alice, you do not have a drive that says I must high-five the undead, so it's up to you if you high-five, or the
But
dead,
this,
I guess.
if you were ever going to decide to add one, this would be
This
the
would
moment.
be the moment. Yeah, Lorelei's just gonna like bound on over, and I think trying to make Rockey laugh gives it a crispy high five.
Cool. So you grab I'm guessing you grab kind of like the wrist, the forearm, and drag it up to high-five it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only polite.
Yeah.
You grab the hand, and the gauntlet attached to the chainmail, attached to the breastplate, you actually end up dragging most of a dead dwarf out of the muck to the side of this road. It's still fairly dry, so it's just kind of a sink pit of sand. This is really nice, kind of gold glittery armor on this dead dwarf.
Oh, like 50% chance dwarf with golden armor, probably cursed. Every dwarf mama will tell you that.
Lorelei does make sure to connect with the high five.
Absolutely, yes.
For sure.
Take a +1 on your next roll, whatever happens, for high-fiving the corpse.
Yes. Excellent. So like how she's dragged it out. Did it like does the body stop at the waist, or is that just as much as I'm able to pull out?
That's as much as you're able to pull out. The rest is still underground.
Okay. I mean, how pretty is the armor? You said it's like glittery and shit, right?
Yeah, it's really pretty like
No, don't touch that. That is for sure cursed.
Iimish has totally made a mental note in his head about golden armor and dead dwarves so that he has a talking point with dwarven women later. Just saying.
Well, Lorelei is gonna inspect the armor and just kind of like, ooh, this is real shiny.
Lorelei, you gotta leave that alone. That's cursed for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, curses aren't that bad. Look at Taku. He's fine.
Oh, that's the
so
jury's
new.
still
How could you
out.
possibly know?
Nah, look at him. He looks happy.
Daphne's gonna bound up to Lorelei and look at it with her if it's glitter. If you meant the word glitter, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna look at it with you.
All that glitters is gold. That's a dwarven fact.
the armor it's really nice design. It is a solid suit of gold plate armor. As you're looking at it, you realize that it's dark metal with gold leaf on the top of it. So this is good armor that was made to look really, really pretty. In the other hand of the dwarf, there is a parchment that just says, it's in plain text written on there in the common language that you all speak, "The armor is yours if you finish my business."
No, thank you. Daphne knows better about contracts.
Ooh, a contract. Okay, that's a bit less of a curse and more of a boon?
I don't think you can finish someone else's business. Everybody kind of handles that on their own.
Does it say what the business
What is the business?
It does not.
Yeah, Lorelei takes the parchment and like looks it over. It's just finish my business. Lorelei's like looking inside the armor, like like how parents will write a kid's name on the tag of a shirt. Like she's looking in there for that.
What do you think about the combination of dwarves being like excellent craftspeople and having like long traditions of highly customized equipment and stuff like that? And then you combine that with just the general high mortality rates of a fantasy world, the wars and all that. It would actually make so much gosh darn sense to just have the name etched in like the back of the neck of their armor.
Every dwarven mother etches in
Yes.
their name of the armor for their children when they go out to dwarf business.
Just chiseled in.
And there's like a loving note from his mother there or something. Like, Have fun out in the world, sweetheart.
Absolutely. Do I know anything about this? Like, I feel like this is dwarf lore. What was this guy doing here?
Dean's gonna find no writing, and he's just gonna be like, his mother didn't love him. That's the only explanation.
Oh, no.
You could roll int on this, I think.
8. Does 8 get me anything?
You would know that on an 8 that it was not a common thing, but there were a non-zero number of dwarven houses who had sworn some minor allegiances and debts to Fey houses. So if he's here, or this corpse is here, likely on its way to or from such a thing.
Oh, Fey dwarf contract. Huh. Oh, those freaks. Don't know what their business was, though, but, like, I guess that was a thing for some dwarves.
Do they look like a diplomat?
No, this is combat armor.
Thank fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Toxidorn just like taps Rosmo on the shoulder and is just like, isn't it a good thing you already have an awesome set of magical armor with all of the strings you could possibly want already attached?
I do like this a bit more than when you illusioned me to be a woman, which gave me a little bit of dysphoria and got me stabbed.
You only got lightly stabbed. Lightly stabbed. I'm gonna pull out my trowel, which I used in the previous fight, and I'm gonna start digging this guy up to go through his pockets.
Oh, I love digging. Let me help.
Of course you do.
In the process of digging, you do find a nice, like, quality broadsword. It's a really nice piece of equipment. The wrap around the hilt has completely disintegrated over time, and the scabbard is gone. There's a couple of chips in the blade, but the blade is in really good shape.
Are there any clues about this guy's quest as we unearth their material form?
Nope.
Lorelei grabs the broadsword and looks over at Daphne. He's like, we could probably bedazzle this real good tonight. Like some sequins, glitter. I still got a ton of glitter from Glitter Shade.
Who in our party's gonna use a giant broadsword?
I will. This fucking rules.
Yeah, you love broads.
It's true. You're not wrong.
You and your huge strength. Such a good idea.
I'm sort of strong. I got strong leggies.
Such lovely leggies, but I don't think they're strong in that way.
A fantastic kicking sword.
I have a +0 to strength, so it could be worse.
But a +1 to good gams.
It's true. I think I could learn to use a sword. I also want a sword. It's really cool. Lorelei's gonna hug the sword and just be like, Rosmo, did you find anything fun in his pockets? You find any fun clues?
Oh, let me check again. Sometimes dwarves have little tricks to hide things away.
So there's a couple pieces of the greaves, the leggings from the armor, are intact in the hole, and otherwise the lower half of the body is just kind of gone.
Weird.
Icky.
Gross.
Maybe this was taken by something else or eaten. I don't know how this guy died. Anyways, we should definitely rebury this guy with some respect.
I'm just reflecting on what a horrible travesty this is for the remains of this poor once living thing to be bound up in so much metal.
Oh, right, you don't like metal now. How's that feel? Hey, I was gonna say, as a dwarf, we love metal.
Well, I'm just kind of discovering it for the first time, but it's actually just really upsetting. I'm just looking at the dwarf's armor-wrapped body, and it's deeply upsetting. Like seeing a bunny rabbit that's been run over by a wagon, but you're not 100% sure if maybe there's still some life there, and that's gonna make it even sadder somehow. That's what it feels like just looking at metal.
Mm-hmm.
Lorelei turns to Taku and is like, check out my cool new sword! It's so cool! I don't know how to use it, but I'm gonna find out.
This is an obstacle that our friendship is capable of overcoming.
What? What do you mean obstacle? It's a really cool sword.
I mean, I like your harpoon gun better.
Tanaya Schwain is a piece of art. I love
Absolutely
her. She's always
beautiful.
going to come first to my heart.
Tanaya Schwain is a fine piece of crap.
She's fucking magnificent.
She is just wonderful. She's perfect. But sometimes a girl also wants a cool sword.
The
Sure.
crossbow and the harpoon are slightly less upsetting because even though they have metal on them, the metal is all attached to wood and the wood's cool. So I feel like that metal is getting into the party because they're with the wood. Unlike the
They're
sword,
with the
which
wood.
you know didn't even have a hilt. It's just
That's
the
the
metal,
whole
right?
metal.
Tanaya Schwain is kind of partially made out of, meteoric iron, and so has that cold iron tag. But it's fine. It's fine. She's just really pretty. You know, she's pretty in the way like a predator is pretty. You're like, ooh, shiny. But yeah, Lorelei is very jazzed about her cool new sword. The armor is like really pretty and all, but it's it doesn't really jive with her aesthetic, so she just leaves.
Just leaving him on the side of the road?
I am going to finish field dressing this corpse and then rebury them.
Oh, of course you are.
I have some amount of respect for the dead, okay?
Just a skosh. But Lorelei, I think, like, is gonna go off with her cool new sword and sees that Rosmo isn't joining and is like, oh, fine, we'll do that. So she'll help, shovel dirt back in.
I am so deeply worried about her prancing around with this just, like, unsheathed blade.
Chipped
naked sword.
blade.
You should be. It's fine. We're gonna bedazzle it.
Can I make an elemental mastery check to just try and, like, conjure up a hilt for this thing? Maybe a sheath, but, I don't want to make the check too hard for myself.
You can just, like, wrap it up.
I will let you roll that at disadvantage because you are trying to use your magic to affect something that is made entirely out of metal.
Yep, I will 100 roll that at disadvantage. That means I get an experience, right?
Yep, sure does.
Lorelei's like holding it and like looking at it lovingly, and it's just sort of like, yeah, I think sequins right here, and maybe I could do little hearts and glitter. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Ooh, do you think we could make it pink?
Oh, for sure. There's a pretty intense dwarven modding scene when it comes to weapons like this that I think you'd love.
Oh shit, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 9. Choose 2 effect tags and 1 complication. Okay, this has the long-lasting and the transmutation tags, so it should do the thing I want it to do. And then my complication, one of these 4. Your manipulation was imperfect. Choose if the effect is weak, fleeting, or reckless. You fuel the effect with your own life force, take some damage that ignores armor, add the dangerous tag to this effect. The GM makes a move or puts you in a bad spot. Or you're drained until you rest for about an hour. You take -1 to
Can I have reckless
you know what?
and
Look.
dangerous? Can I have
Alice,
2?
no. Alice, no.
Alice, yes.
That probably seems like the most obvious option.
I successfully make a hilt and sheath for your sword to try and protect you from that horrible, god-awful metal shit. But I think I am going to say that if I have any influence over what happens here, I think I somehow make that hilt and sheath very reckless.
That defeats the entire purpose of what this was for.
It's like too big, so she can't swing. The hilt's too big, so she can't swing it. She has to double hand it, and it's all awkward.
It's made out of poison ivy.
Well, I'm also using magic. So there could be some stuff where it's just like, the stories about like the cursed weapons where they just show up in your hand at the most inopportune time, like in place of whatever you were holding before and stuff that.
You were angry about something and suddenly there's a blade in your hand.
I trust Nick to fuck this up.
I like the way that you're thinking, Mike. I think reckless is going to be the tag. The way that's going to play for you, Alice, if you decide to use the sword,
It's very cool.
you are going to roll your attack. Your attacks will ignore armor.
Ooh. All armor?
However, any counterattacks will ignore armor.
Ooh, yeah.
No.
That's sexy.
No, that is just sexy. I am so cool. I am so powerful. I have a sick-ass gun, a really cool sword, a great hat. Life is great. Just, I need my teeth fixed.
Daphne, I don't know that I fully trust Taku anymore. I think we might need to court other members of the party. Why don't you work on Lorelei, and I'll see if Rosmo likes anything.
Oh, I will get right on that.
Keep it in your pants.
I wasn't speaking sexually.
Daphne was.
Daphne heard what she wanted to hear.
How was the copy, Iimish? Sure was nice of you to never give me back my mug.
Don't trust you anymore.
So you guys spend the time that it takes to bury this dead dwarf and put him to rest.
Rip, whoever you were.
Yeah,
So
rip whoever
sad.
you were. His mom did not love him enough to carve his name in the back of his armor, so you guys know nothing about him.
That's so sad.
All right, bye, Bobby. Sleep well.
I make the sign of the beard and the crown and the holy dwarf.
The beard, the crown, and the holy
Holy
dwarf.
Dwarven Trinity.
It actually made sense.
You guys drop down the hill into what is still very much an active peat bog swamp. The cobbled road comes down to what is more or less a dock. It is stilts coming up out of the ground to hold this dock that the rest of the city rests on. The city is built actively on top of this bog. It is a non-zero amount of running water that is moving through the town, but it is still very swampy, very muddy, very in the middle of a swamp. The palisade wall that comes around the city, there is a small sign on one of the gates that says, "Welcome to the Peat," P-E-A-T. It is a peat bog.
Oh, they do a lot of like iron working around here?
They actually just manufacture scotch here.
It was weird how they spelled the word and then spelled the word, right? Like P-E-A-T and then P-E-A-T. Like they actually wrote that out. What a weird thing for them to take
Go
the
fuck
time
yourself.
to do.
So how happy is Rockey to be home?
Rockey, the second you guys hit the dock, started sprinting. He is gone.
He's probably fine, right?
I'm sure he knows where he's going. I'm not gonna worry about that.
He's got video games to play.
I'm just so glad we can stop forgetting about Rockey.
Yay!
And we're not bad people.
And now we can start forgetting about Rockey.
So that's the name of the episode, right? Forgetting about Rockey? All right, we
I
found
don't know, I
it.
liked the beard, the crown, and the holy dwarf.
I also like God of Blood and Flame.
That one's a contender.
Strong
for me.
contender.
Why not combine them? God of Beard and Flame.
That's also
Also
good.
good.
We've got
It's
a
a
lot
very
of good
religious
options.
episode.
Daphne is so wounded, and I've done something nice for every single one of my other friends. At some point, I want to try and help heal Daphne's wounds, but I figured I would save that until we were, like, in a safe spot. Is there an inn or anything nearby? Is there anything that looked like
Should we get like some food and a nap?
There sure is, yeah.
Bonfire, please.
Oh, is there a dentist here?
Oh, your teeth are already coming in. It's probably fine.
Yeah, I feel fine and my teeth are great.
You know what's gonna happen? The dentist is gonna overcharge you.
No.
Alice, roll 2d6 flat for me.
11, bitch.
You got your dentist. I'm so happy for you.
There is, in fact, a Dr. Sizemore?
Zizmore.
Dr. Zizmore clinic. As you step out onto the dock, so the dock kind of forks right where you step onto it. Off the left fork, you guys can see the inn. Off the right fork, at the end of it, you can see the Dr. Zizmore clinic.
Why is that next to the inn? Is what I want to know.
The opposite side of the street.
Why is it the opposite side of the inn? Is what I want to know.
It's really convenient. Well, because you get in bar fights and you lose a tooth, and then all you have to do is stumble over and he'll fix you up.
You just need a man with 10,000 teeth who's infallible.
This is great. And Lorelei is like practically vibrating. Like she is so excited. She's like bouncing in place. She's hugging her brand new sword and it's like, he can fix me. He can fix me. I can get my teeth back.
Aren't your teeth just gonna grow back anyway?
But it's gonna take like a lot of days.
5 more days.
What's the dentist gonna do?
Fit me with like veneers or some shit.
Quick aside, as soon as Iimish sees that there's this amazing dentist here, nobody witnesses this, but Iimish, like, casts aside, like, 2 wooden buck teeth that he had carved into the mud of the swamp, and it just sinks slowly.
Aww. Sad sinking teeth.
Hey, can you roll me a flat 2d6, Benny?
Sure.
To the mouse.
Teeth don't belong
Country.
with people.
That is 8.
As you are casting off those teeth, the carved teeth, Marianne leans forward and catches one of them, and she looks at you and she says, "Now, it's a mighty thoughtful gift that you carved for a friend. Are you sure that's something you want to just cast off into the mud like that?"
I'm exactly sure that I want to do that, and how dare you pick up a gift meant for someone else? That's rude and unruly.
Is it?
And unfey-like.
You've been out of the Fae courts too long.
Gifts are a big deal with the Fae, and for her to do that, that's yeah.
Are you face shaming her right now?
I'm Fae shaming her.
Iimish, as you are getting in her business about this, she leans in real uncomfortable close to you for a second.
He's on Daphne's shoulder, so Daphne's hearing this shit.
Perfect. She says, "There's a lot of powerful magic in a gift to a friend. And it's not a brilliant move to cast that aside without a second thought. I'm not saying I want it. I'm saying you should be thoughtful before you throw something like that away where anyone could retrieve it. Think twice, friend." And she throws the tooth on the ground and walks away.
Actually, when Marianne starts to threaten Iimish, she's gonna lean back and slam her horns into her face. And set the teeth on fire.
Yes!
I don't care if we lose her bonus right now. Daphne doesn't care. She's threatening Iimish and she can fucking take a hike. Sorry.
No, that was
Sorry.
perfect. That was perfect.
Daphne would not let that happen.
You have no reason to be sorry.
For character-wise.
You know what? At some point, the 5 of us are gonna have to look each other in the eyes, acknowledge that there are actually 7 of us, and then also that there were 2 more, but I don't think either of them can. Let me get back on track. At some point, the 5 of us are gonna have to look each other in the eyes and ask ourselves, are we the problem?
No, we are not the problem.
Oh, I think we're gonna double headbutt.
I think this is perfect.
Double headbutt across the sky.
Lorelei, I think we're gonna lose that bonus.
I've got something for this.
Sure.
Because I actually love that Daphne is going to burn the teeth. Could I offer an assist by moving Iimish's head into the headbutt and using that as a catalyst for Daphne's magic?
Rolling bond?
Yes.
Interesting. You're trying to shortcut this into blood magic.
To assist the burning of the teeth via our connection, as opposed to having Daphne actually attack.
Okay.
I'm going to say roll this as aid or interfere. We're going to call this an aid roll because you are trying to help something happen. And then Onna, I want you to roll hack and slash for me.
So that's box arts.
+1, and do I also plus his bond?
Mm-hmm.
So +3. Okay.
Snake eyes, snake eyes, snake eyes.
Oh, fuck. These dice don't like me, but that's okay. The 7 +3.
Only Onna could be like, ooh, I rolled a 7.
No, +3. That
that's
gives
bad.
me a 10. That's why I'm like,
Oh, darn.
know.
these
So
dice don't like me.
I know.
One was
It's
a 5,
just
one was a
reaction.
A
2.
10? I know you can do better than that.
Here's what happens. Daphne gets directly into Marianne's face and kind of grabs her shoulders, bracing to headbutt her. And as you push Marianne back and push yourself back, Iimish gets in the way and kind of eats the headbutt. And in the process, the amount of blood that is shed in the headbutt, because you catch on the bad part of your nose and the bad part of Iimish's nose, that immediately ignites and your intent is exercised. And that's enough for your blood magic. And the teeth, the wooden teeth, catch.
And as that happens, the blood flows from both of us. Like Iimish is like, "This is why I love you. This is why you're my sibling. Thank you for taking care of me."
All right, Alice, at the Dr. Zizmore clinic, you walk in the door and there are 2 small humans walking out the door with just the biggest, brightest smiles, just teeth beaming.
Oh, your teeth are beautiful. They're so sparkly. This is great.
As you walk in the door, there is a man in a lab coat with one of those big, like, headband reflector
Yes.
and, like, very similar energy to the smile that Marianne has had. That very, like, the smile only reaches the teeth. And good God, there are so many teeth. And he looks at you as you walk in the door and he just goes, "Well, hi there.
Hi.
How can I help you today?"
I need teeth. Fix my teeth, please. Please?
"Yeah, sure. What do you have to pay with?"
Lorelei didn't think that far in advance.
I need to clarify the scene setting. When you said a pair of small humans walked out, like, were they children?
Yeah.
Were they halflings?
Yeah.
Were they just very small humans?
Yeah.
Because I've really been struggling to have the correct picture in my head. And it's really been bugging me. I need to know.
You know what's funny, Mike, is that I was very deliberately nondescript. So, you need teeth.
Yeah, my front 2 chompers, I sort of bit a dagger. It was gonna be really cool, but I rolled real bad, so I need new teeth.
Let me take a look at your chompers there, and we can figure out what this is gonna cost you, okay?
Lorelei just like bears her mouth wide open at
Lorelei,
him.
let the doctor do his business in his doctor room.
He gets up in there looking in your teeth, in your grill, and He pokes at it for a second with the little dental picks, and he's like, yeah. I can see what's wrong here. I can definitely see where you hit a dagger. Now, I can definitely replace these for you. It's just gonna cost you your favorite childhood memory.
That's a very weird form of currency you dabble in, sir.
Lorelei kind of like pauses and is like,
Does she have one of those?
Yeah, someone said, does she have one?
I mean,
Oh, everyone's got a favorite.
This might actually be a really good deal.
I really don't want to forget like stealing that cop car or the
That's
yacht
pretty good.
or driving the yacht into the cop car.
That one time you high-fived a skeleton.
Oh, I'm not a child anymore.
Hey, you know what? You're still young. There's plenty of time to steal a cop car and drive it into a yacht.
That'd be pretty cool.
Part of it sounds like you were never a child.
Yeah, it was my 12th birthday party. It was a good time.
You pay the memory.
Do you not take coins?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of those.
I mean, I assume you pay rent to something.
Pay what?
And Lorelei like digs in her pockets and she's like, I got like 2 coin here, a coin for a tooth. That's fair, right?
You got more than 2 coin. You at least picked that much up off the casino floor.
Shush! Just elbowing Rosmo.
Is this place so close to the Fey courts that like some of that has bled over and people pay in these ways?
Yeah.
Or okay, that totally makes sense. I was just asking.
Now, look, this is legal tender in the Skylands. You do have to accept it.
We're making bad choices.
So Toxidorn has a plethora of memories, right? And so Toxidorn walks forward and says, what if I were to pay in my friend's stead? And then he opens his eyes and meets the gaze of the dentist very directly, and the dentist sees a tiny, happy, adorable Gatorborn, like, snapping in the air at dragonflies as his siblings thrash and mill and devour each other all around him.
You can't give that up?
And then sees a memory of a lovely woman tying a sack around the sack that contains my roots and placing it into the ground. And then they get to the primal memory of Primordial Flame, the soul of Pipesy, who is apparently the avatar of all fire. And his favorite childhood memory seems to be the birth of the star that started existence.
From Pipesy's perspective.
He meets your gaze. He says, ooh, now the price is gonna change a little bit if we're gonna have a payment from a third party. And that's fine. In your case, and he kind of tips your chin up a little bit so you meet him eye to eye, and he says, I think for you it would be a memory of bloodlust satisfied.
Oh, you gotta have a ton of
lot of
those.
those.
Yeah.
Too. That is almost the same thing as just my favorite childhood memory, right? Like, tomato here.
He looks down at Rosmo and he says, and in the event that the question was in your mind,
I do want to know.
the memory of a virtuous task completed.
Can you tell me one? I want to know.
I'm gonna let Rosmo take this one. Actually, this feels like a check Rosmo's gonna write to me.
You know what? Can you at least tell me what that is before you take it? Because I can't believe I have one of those.
Here's the deal. If it is Lorelei paying the cost, Lorelei will just forget her favorite childhood memory. If it is Rosmo or Taku paying it, I will need you guys to justify it to me by your backstories.
I can't do that.
Taku
Sorry.
was to this point a pacifist, and Rosmo was to this point a bastard. So if you're going to pay, justify it.
Oh, I can't. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm a pacifist, but also I mentioned several times that I grew up on eating monkeys, and we also know that, like, Taku is a little vague on what the various bethumbed humanoids are.
Your consumption of simian meat is well documented, yeah.
Can this be the point where Iimish and Daphne roll in?
Absolutely.
You ate a bunch of elves in front of us and a human child.
No, we didn't eat the child.
No, in front of the child.
Oh, yeah, they were all already dead.
That's still
yeah.
And what master dentist would you ask from me?
He looks down at Iimish and he says, ooh, for a fae with Strong familial bonds there. A memory of betraying your most beloved.
Ooh, spicy.
Well, we know what moment this is going to be. It's going to be the moment you turned on Taku in the grove back.
No.
That seems fair.
It feels right to me.
Like I said, I just need you guys to justify it to me. Make me the GM believe it for a second.
I think if Daphne tries to offer like something, Lorelei will hold out her hand and just be like, no,
That's not bad.
I'll give up a favorite child.
No.
That's
No,
fine.
don't do that.
I had
That's
Don't
fine.
do
That's
that.
fine.
No,
No.
it's not worth it.
That's fine.
You
That's a
have-
memory.
Rosmo,
No.
have
Rosmo,
so few of
as your
those.
friend. No, I have
No,
plenty
I want
of them.
more for
Rosmo,
you than
as
a
your friend,
childhood of
I'm gonna
misery.
show you the friendship
That's you
bracelet
giving up something
making
you loved.
ropes. It's
All
our
I
new
have to do is
bond,
give up
and
something
I'm
that I
gonna
didn't
As they're all
love.
debating and trying to talk each other out of it, Taku takes the dentist's hand, squeezes, and Taku is growing. His roots have spread far and have taken control of many Ents, and he has drawn many worshippers before him. And an elderly man
These powers you're just gaining.
with a scythe in his hand steps forward and presents his prize goat and pulls its horns back and severs the goat's throat, and its blood splashes wildly about the roots, and Taku drinks them
Whoa.
up just like
This is a memory.
greedily,
Okay.
I was
pulling
so
in
confused.
an unimaginable
Goat
thirst,
did it.
right? Just drawing all of this bloodlust in. And as the last light of life fades from the goat's eyes, for a brief minute, Taku's bloodlust is fully satisfied. And then the hunger begins again. And as that memory whooshes away,
Dr. Sizmore gobbles that memory up and grins at you, Lorelei, and snaps his fingers. And just like that, big ol' chompers.
My beautiful teeth! My teeth! And like, I'm looking in every mirror, I'm admiring them, like, oh, they're so beautiful. Taku, thank you. I was trying to be like a real badass and, you know, like take accountability and responsibility and pay my own price, but I really didn't want to give up the memory of stealing that cop car and crashing it into a yacht, which I stole and then crashed into another cop car. That everyone was right. I have so few happy childhood memories. I couldn't lose that. Thank you. Thank you, Taku. And like crying, like just sobbing.
you're very welcome. The truth is, I have inherited many, many more memories that I would like to forget.
Oh, see, everyone even won. Everyone won.
Win.
Iimish leans into Daphne and is just like, the wooden ones I carved were much nicer.
I'm just busy looking at my beautiful teeth. I am riding this high. Like, Lorelei is bouncing even more than she was bouncing before. This is great. Let's get a whiskey.
And with you guys exiting the lobby of the very clearly Fey dentist Dr. Zizmore, stepping out onto the street to the public house right across the street, in this nice, swampy, peaty town. That is a perfect place to end this episode.
You were right, though, Iimish. The wooden ones were better.
Jesus Christ.
Hey everyone, did you know that we have a website? Come check us out at highentlowwiz.com. We've got player bios, character art, game world info, and links to episodes of the show. You can also find us on Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky at highentlowwizpod. Come hang out with us in any of those places, or all of them. Please give us a review on your listening platform of choice, and give us as many stars as you think we deserve, or if you're feeling spicy today, give us a whole lot more. Thanks so much for listening.
Sorry, I just looked at the screen and saw Taku and then God of Blood and Flame.
You just caught on to that one?
Mike's player name. Yeah,
Did you only just notice that?
I just noticed it too. I didn't notice either.
Oh dear God, I didn't see it. How come your godhood is so small? It's hard to read.